Heavy rainfall, damaging winds and flash flooding have also been impacting New South Wales. River flooding is occurring in many parts of the state. Earlier, I spoke to New South Wales SES Deputy Commissioner Deb Platz about the wild weather. Deb, thanks very much for speaking with us today. I take it it's been a very busy day for you and your crews.
Well, absolutely. Again, this weather system, which is impacting people almost all of New South Wales, is very widespread, it's dynamic and very unpredictable. So there are parts of New South Wales that have had moderate to high heavy rainfalls. There's been damaging winds, and we do expect this to continue, particularly on the south coast, Illawarra and parts of Sydney tomorrow. We have seen a number of flash floods occur, particularly in the west and northwest of the state, where we've actually had 9 flood rescues today. But across the state, our amazing volunteers have already attended to 436 calls for assistance. So a big thank you to all of them who are going out and about helping the communities of New South Wales.
And we know flood warnings are also in place for more than a dozen river systems. Where are the main areas of concern with those?
Well, as always, we do ask the community of New South Wales to remain in contact with the New South Wales SES website or download the Hazards Near Me app, because that's where you can get really up-to-date information. Currently, we have 37 warnings out for many parts of New South Wales. 3 of those are a watch and act, and there is also a prepare to isolate for Darkwood Road and Thora and the surrounds. The rest are for people to monitor systems in their local area. We do have some moderate flood warnings for the Manning River and the Paru River at certain parts of those. And there's around 10 minor flood warnings in place as well. So again, if people can go to our website and have a look or download the Hazards Near Me app, that will give them some really up-to-date advice on what to look out for in their local area. But it is a very dynamic system, as I said. It is very unpredictable, and rain is falling right across New South Wales almost.
You mentioned there have been a number of flood rescues. What more can you tell us about those? And are people heeding the warnings to stay away from floodwaters?
Well, of the 9 rescues, the majority of those have been for cars that have found themselves stuck in floodwaters. Again, what we're experiencing is flash flooding in the main, and this is where we have significant amounts of rainfall that occurs over a very short period of time, and the ground just can't soak that water up. So people can inadvertently find themselves in a flash flood situation, but then we have other people who think that it's okay to drive through those flooded areas, and it's just not, because you just don't know what is beneath there. Sometimes the roads are washed away, sometimes there is debris underneath, and really a car actually can be moved in swift water in just 10 centimetres. So really it's very dangerous. You can, of course, keep an eye on live traffic to see what is closed in your area. But again, if you don't need to go out in these situations, it's best just to stay at home.
Yeah, and what more can you tell us about conditions overnight and into Sunday?
So overnight, again tonight, we are expecting heavy rain. That will most likely impact the south coast, Illawarra and the southern parts of Sydney. But as we've experienced over the past 24 to 48 hours, the rain really can fall anywhere. So people just need to be alert and stay tuned to any of the warnings that we put out.
All right, Deputy Commissioner, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, and stay safe.